Last time we were talking about shapes and objects, and I wanted to talk today about the most important type of object in Flash, which is called the symbol. And symbols are stored in the library, and the library can be accessed by clicking on the library tab. Often comes up associated with the properties palette, or by going Window, Library, or by going Control L. If I just disable it, Control L. Or on a Windows PC F11. And when you first start, the library is empty, but every time you create a symbol it gets stored in the library. Now if I just draw a shape on the stage, I'll show you what I mean. So here's a circle on the stage. I'm just going to select it, and you can see it's a shape because it's gone all cross-hatched, and I'm going to go modify convert to symbol, which on a Windows machine's F8, and I'll just put it in the library for now, and I just want to talk about the concept. And I'll just delete it off the stage. So I've got this symbol in the library, and you can think of that as a master copy of something. So this symbol is a master copy of a circle, and I can drag several of those onto the stage, either by dragging from the graphic or from the name of it down here. And each of these things on the stage is called an instance of that symbol. And an instance isn't quite a copy, it's actually if you think of the symbol as a template, an instance is sort of a clone of the template. Anyway, these instances don't take up any more memory. There's actually only one circle in this movie, and it's stored in the library. It's currently called Symbol 1, and there are 6 instances of it on the stage. These instances, as I said, don't take up any more memory, and they're all derived from that one circle symbol. If I was to edit that circle symbol in some way, every instance would change. So for example, I'm just going to double click on the library symbol, and it's actually taken me away from my main timeline and into something called a symbol editor. I'm actually inside this symbol, and you can see that because over here we see scene 1, symbol 1. Symbol 1 is inside the main timeline, which is scene 1. And you'll also see that every symbol has its own separate timeline. But if I just edit this now, let's turn it into a little smiley, and then go back to the main timeline, which I do by going here and going to scene 1, we see that I've got 6 smileys. So to check that you're on the main timeline, it should always say scene 1 just at the top of the stage, and if you're inside a symbol, by double clicking here in the library, it'll actually say what that symbol name is inside of scene 1. Now you can actually put symbols inside of symbols, and then you'll find that you actually get nested symbols, and there'll be a list here, but you can always go back to scene 1 by clicking where it says scene 1. So the most important thing at this stage is that you've got symbols in the library. They get dragged onto the stage to create instances, and those instances are derived from that main copy of the symbol. To edit a symbol, we double click the symbol and we go into the symbol editor in the library, and we can change it in some way. We can go back to the main timeline, and we can see our changes. One other thing we can do is on the main timeline we can actually double click one of the instances, and that also will take us into the symbol editor, and we can see that all the other instances are grayed out, but the one we're editing is bold, and we can edit it in situ. So that actually helps us see where things are relative to one another. So you can see I'm editing the symbol, but I can see where it sits on the stage. And I can go back either by clicking scene 1 or just double click on the stage and back on scene 1. I can pick another one, but I'm still going to be editing the same symbol by double clicking back to scene 1. So that's an initial introduction to the concept of symbols and the library. Symbol in the library, instances on the stage. And in the next session we're going to look at the different types of symbols that you can have.